A stadium patch has made its way to the game. I'm actually on vacation in Japan and I went to the store to buy a mic just to record this for you guys, so bear with me here. So first on the list is D.VA. The Toki Slam power, they're going to be buffing the slam damage scaler from 20% to 30%. The devs comment that Toki Slam was originally toned down due to its disruptive potential, but after observing its performance over a full season, it's clear the impact was reduced a bit too much. We're bringing some power back to the ability to give D.VA that big slam dunk moment she deserves, which is rewarding well-timed engages with satisfying payoff. For the damage heroes, we have JUNKRAT getting a bunch of buffs here. First, they're increasing the cash income from damage and healing by 11.11%. For his It's Not Another Trap power, they fixed an issue where using the steel trap while you only had one charge would also consume the recharging charge, which big bug there, glad they fixed that. For the Hot Boom power, it now deals 30% reduced damage, which is up from 50% reduced damage. For the Rainen Lead power, the frequency has been increased from 0.4 to 0.3 seconds, so it's a lot quicker. For the Lithium Alloy Epic Ability Hero item, they've increased the burn damage from 50 to 75. For the Fox Funny Fuel Epic Ability Hero item, they've increased the ability power from 10% to 15% and the ability lifesteal from 10% to 15%. The devs comment that JUNKRAT has brought his branded mayhem to Stadium, but mostly on the back of his weapon-focused powers. We're adding some power to some of his ability power-focused powers and items to make them more attractive options. For May's Twice as Ice power, it now also resets the next Snowball Flight's cooldown. The devs comment that Snowball Flight now synergizes with Twice as Ice, expanding May's mobility options and enabling more frequent use of Mini Blizzard. This update gives her more fluid movement and crowd control opportunities, encouraging dynamic play and rewarding smart positioning. For the supports, we have Ana for the Our Turn power. They've decreased the duration reduction from 50% to 25%. For the My Turn power, they've increased the Nano Boost duration from 50% to 100%. For the Your Full Potential power, they've increased the Ultimate Charge given from 25% to 35%. For the Timeout power, they've increased the slow duration from 1.5 seconds to 2.5 seconds. For the Venomous power, they've increased the damage from 50 to 75. The devs comment that Ana remains one of the most impactful heroes when it comes to empowering her teammates, and this patch leans further into that strength. We're enhancing her ability to turn the tide of battle with key utility, particularly by increasing the impact of Biotic Grenade to create more high-stakes, high-reward moments in critical team fights. These changes aim to make Ana an even more decisive force in coordinated play. For JUNO, her Hyper Healer power, they've decreased the overhealth she gains from 100 to 75. The devs comment that at higher MMR tiers, JUNO has earned the nickname Flying Tracer for good reason. Her survivability, especially after round 3, made her extremely slippery and difficult to deal with. This base adjustment is focused on slightly reducing her survival capability to keep her challenging without feeling unfair to eliminate. For KIRIKO's Clone Conjuration power, the big topic of the clones now deal 65% less healing and damage, but they've increased the duration of the clones from 2.5 seconds to 4 seconds. The devs comment that we're shifting KIRIKO's clones to serve its role as a decoy and utility tool, rather than functioning as a lethal cold-blooded assassin. This adjustment is the first step towards making the ability feel more fair, interactive, and enjoyable for both KIRIKO players and their opponents. More updates are planned to further refine its identity and gameplay impact. For ZENYATTA, his Dual Harmony power, they've decreased the healing reduction from 45% to 40%. For the Gotta Have Faith power, they've increased the orb duration from 5 seconds to 10 seconds. For the Soul Control power, they've increased the ultimate meter cap from 65% to 75%. The devs comment that while ZENYATTA has often leaned towards offensive playstyles, we're making adjustments to encourage his healing-focused builds as well. These changes aim to better support players who want to take on a more traditional support role and provide stronger team-wide healing presence. Alright, for the general item changes, there's an item called Aerial Distressor, which is an epic weapon item. They've decreased the cost from 10,000 to 9,000. And then for the 3-tap Tommy Gun epic ability item, they've increased the cost from 9,500 to 10,500. The devs comment that 3-tap Tommy Gun has become the linchpin of many popular builds and was priced too low for the amount of value it was providing. We're also reducing the cost of Aerial Distressor to make it more efficient and easier to purchase in the matchups that you need it.